Hi everyone. So I'm so sorry, guys. I'm literally sorry for the delay. Okay, so let's start. Let's not wait. And I welcome you all to this wonderful executive webinar series on the career development in pharma and healthcare industries, as you must have seen in our brochure also. So this webinar series we have planned for all of you, and there are 9 webinars still. We are finishing those in January mid, and you will be learning a lot about new things. Okay, so if you are graduating now, or if you are graduated, people are having a lot of worries about their career, a lot of things like where to go, how to enter the industry, as there are lot many career options, right? A lot many career options, but you don't know how to enter and what exactly those are, and how to grow in this career, and what are the things you have to learn for those those career options, right? But don't worry, we are here to teach you, to tell you, to guide you in all of those things. Usually, we conduct all the free webinars, but this is because there are 9 webinars consecutively, and we have to do a lot of tactical work behind. So that's why we are charging a very like you just have to pay 20 rupees per webinar. Okay, it is just 20 rupees per webinar, right? So 9 webinars in 199 rupees, right? And don't worry, you are here to explore the potential career options with our new institute, Curio. And in this, there are, as I told, 9 specialized webinars are there on pharmacovigilance and international regulations, which is today. And then next webinar is on 10th December, that is on hands-on training in signal detection. Then we have on 13th December, medical writing and regulatory writing. Then we have 17th December on scientific writing and research publication, then clinical research and project management, and a lot, on analytical softwares, medical coding, international certifications, clinical data management and audit, regulatory affairs and international regulations. There are many. Okay, so those things will be taken by the people from the industry, and these people will be taking you through these parts and tell you how to make the career, and how to grow in that those fields, right, guys? So I welcome you all again, and let me invite our today's speakers. We have Miss Hanifa Ayub. She's from Kashmir and working in APSA right now, and they will be introducing themselves to you. They will be telling about them a bit before we start. And we have Mr. Ashish Kumar Verma with us, who will be taking. They are the experts of pharmacovigilance, having around 10 years of experience in pharmacovigilance industry and in multiple new other things, new a lot of things. So they will be telling you. Okay, and with that, I would like to just share our new things, what we are here with, and what we have come up with. So let me just share this with you. So this is you all are aware of. This is our the Curio website, our new institute. This is definitely a part of Climate. Don't worry about that. Okay, right now, and but very soon, this is specialized for the industrial trainings. Okay, guys. And here you will be seeing a lot of things, lot of new things. And why we are conducting this webinar series, because you must get aligned to what we have come up with. Okay, you must know what we have come up with and what we are providing. So right now, as today's webinar is on pharmacovigilance, so I'm very much happy and proud to announced that we have launched 2 courses in pharmacovigilance, and we are coming up with 5 more short courses and hands-on trainings on softwares very soon. Within this week, maybe within this week or second week of December, we'll be launching those also in pharmacovigilance, right? So right now we have executive diploma in pharmacovigilance, which is starting from December 24th only, and last date is December 10, and the 6-month course cost is 3499, and we have the executive certificate course in pharmacovigilance. So you can download the brochures from here, from the website. Just go through the website and learn what we are, and if it is feasible to you, just join these courses. Okay, so with that, I'll stop here, and I'll invite our people from industry to go ahead and take over. So over to you, Ashish ji and Hanifa. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ajit, for making us walk through all the necessary information required for starting the session. So hi everyone, my name is Hanifa. Like Dr. Ajit correctly mentioned, I'm from Kashmir. I carry with myself an experience of around 11 years in pharmacovigilance. and currently I'm working as a training and development manager, drug safety. It's an honor to be able to talk to all the young minds here. Now, I'll just briefly let you know what we're going to discuss in today's session. So before I start, I would just like to share my screen. Please let me know when you're able to see that.
Yes, it is full screen right now, Hanifa. Please go ahead.
Okay, I think Dr. Ajit, you need to stop sharing.
No, Hanifa, we can see your screen. It is full screen. We are able to see your screen. No problem.
No, but that's not mine. I think Ashish has started. Ashish, could you just stop sharing that?
Oh,
Thank
maybe
you.
Ashish. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead.
My screen is visible, right?
Yes, perfectly fine. Please make it.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. So guys, this is going to be a remote session. So I wanted to set some rules for the session to maintain some decorum in the call. I request all of the participants to stay on mute unless you really need to speak so that there is no unwanted noise in the call. By saying this is a remote session, that does not mean that we don't look at you. We're just looking at you. Our eyes are on you. So you have to participate and interact as much as you possibly can. If you have any questions, you can stop us then and there, or you can park your questions towards the end of the session, because by the end of the session, we may have already answered your questions. Okay. Now, having said that, so how do we ensure that you're listening to us? I have this option to see the participants, right? So at any point of time, we can stop and ask any one of you anything. You should be able to respond, at least if not the answer of the question, but you should be able to say, yes, you're listening to us. So those are some basic rules for the session. Now, talking about today's agenda, like Dr. Ajit currently correctly mentioned, that you will get an idea about why and what value these courses in Curio will add to your knowledge in general, and also to your resume when you apply for different jobs. So you should be able to have some value added things in your CV. So these courses in the Curio will definitely help you to do that. These webinars will also equip you with the necessary information to crack any interviews in any of the domains. Like, for example, if you're looking for a job in any healthcare domain or any life science or pharmacovigilance domain, these webinars will help you through that. And then there are the courses that we have to offer for you in Curio, okay? Now, today's webinar would be about pharmacovigilance and international regulation. We will be briefly introducing you about pharmacovigilance. That will be taken care by Ashish. And then we will follow that by international regulation. That will be taken care by me. All right. Are we all together until here? Aftab, Alicia,
Yes.
Aruna, Gargi,
Yes,
Harita?
yes.
Are we all here?
Yes, ma'am.
Pushpa, Sakshi,
Yes, ma'am.
Satvika, Ritu, Anju? All in? All here? Tanvi, Shubham, Soumya,
Yes, ma'am.
Sindhu?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, very good. This is how we are going to participate, okay? So when we call out your name, you should be able to respond so that, you know, we are a little bit ensure that, yes, you're listening to us, okay? And this is not going to be any classroom training where we are the teachers and you are the students. No. We are the people from industry. We are the people who are learned professionals, right? So we are going to talk to each other and learn together. All right. Thank you so much for that. And over to you, Ashish.
Can you stop sharing, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Please let me know once you are able to see my.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so hi, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ashish Verma. I have as Dr. Ajit mentioned, that I have more than 1 decade of experience in PV industry. So I will walk you through around the basic introduction of the PV, what is industry of PV. Then Hanifa will cover the international regulatory bodies, and then we will come up with the what are the career opportunities in these certification courses. So likewise, what is the definition and introduction of pharmacovigilance? As we know, when we are taking any product, so what are the product which are used for the treatment of human beings are these are drugs, drug device combination, vaccines, medical devices, and biologics. These are the drugs these are the things which we are human are using for their treatment of any kind of disease. So PV, when we are talking about pharmacovigilance, so pharmacovigilance is like an umbrella, and they are taking care of all these. So how this PV is taking care of all these medicines and vaccine and medical devices, we should before going towards that, we should know what is PV exactly. So come to the definition of PV. PV consists, like pharmacovigilance consists of two words, that is pharmacocon and vigilia. Pharmacocon is Greek, means drug, and vigilia is the to be vigilant. Be more precise, it is like be vigilant about the drugs. So as everyone knows about this definition, that as per WHO, pharmacovigilance is the science and activities related to the detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of any adverse event, or not only adverse event, any other medicine related issues. Okay, so that's PV consists of these four words. What is that? That is the assessment, understanding, detection, and prevention of what? Of adverse reaction or any other medicine related issues that come up, consist of the PV, pharmacovigilance. So when we are talking about pharmacovigilance, so every every new upbringing is having a history. So for when we are saying evolution of PV, from where it comes from the this tragedy which is called the thalidomide tragedy. So what is the drug thalidomide is? So in 1957, thalidomide drug is approved as a for sleeping pill, and it is given to the pregnant ladies in the early 1957 and 1958, because when they are in the last trimester of their pregnancy, they feel morning sickness kind of issues. So in that, the off-label use of the thalidomide is to cure the morning sickness. How? Because it is used as a sleeping pill. So what happened? They got licensed for marketing in 1950 and 58. And in what happened in 1962, when we observed that there is this drug is administered to the pregnant ladies for morning sickness. So the baby which are born, they are born with the deformities, they are born with the disease called phocomelia. Afterwards, when it was evaluated in 1963 and upcoming years, it was found that there are so many cases worldwide by the drug thalidomide only, because all these drug was consumed by the pregnant ladies for their morning sickness. So that's how we come to know that whenever any drug is taking, we should be vigilant that if there any ADR is associated with that or not. So that's how thalidomide was taken at that time, and there was a associated risk of phocomelia, but that was not taken in the consideration before the clinical, at the time of clinical trial. Because why it has happened? So that's how come there is a need of PV. So why? Because during the clinical trial, we do not have the sufficient data. Because why do not have sufficient data? Because the clinical trial, as we all know, clinical trial covers the specific population. Sometime what happen, clinical trial is targeted to the particular population, like either it is geriatric patient, either it is early age patient, or a child, or any adults. And not only to the specific population, it is also concentrated on the specific kind of disease. Like if a clinical trial is running, it is running only for the carcinogenic studies. If it is running, it is running only for the diabetic patients. If it is running, it is only running for the hepatotoxicity studies kind of thing. So again, it is very narrow population in the clinical trial, and it is very narrow kind of disease is covered at single time. That is the limitation kind of thing which is associated with the clinical trial. That's how we do not come to know whether drug which is used at the for human in the market is safe or not. That is the first and foremost thing which insert the PV in the picture, from where PV come in the picture. And there is the need of a system that is always covering that whatever the drug we are taking is safe or not. So the key objective of PV is that to evaluate the risk benefit ratio that is associated with the drug. Whatever the drug we are taking, the benefit should be higher, risk should be the lower, to check whether the drug is marketed and fulfill their intended use or not, and reducing the economical loss with any disease which is happening. If any disease is doing any what we can say is converting into the tragedy, like what happened with the corona. During corona, it is called as pandemic right now. Why? Because it is created a disaster for the last 3 years. Again, the to be monitored that the medicine is safe for the use and for the healthcare. And again, we should come to the know the real picture when we are taking any drug which is marketed in the market. So what is the real picture, whether it is safe or not? So we can collect from where? From through PV, we can collect all these data which we are collecting in the medium of ICSR. So PV, when you come to this picture, PV do not discriminate among anybody. Okay, everyone is covered under the umbrella of pharmacovigilance. Either it is an adult, either it is an old elderly patient, either it is an female patient or male patient. PV do not discriminate. The result can be different based on the ethnicity, based on the age of the patient, based on the gender of the patient, but it covers to all. And for whatever the drug or whatever the medicine we are taking, whether it is safe for the use or whether it is effective or not. So that is the requirement of PV. And how what PV is covering right now, it is taking care the medicine which we are taking is safe or not. So PV is assuring that safe and effective medicine should be reaches to the general population, and it is not to the any risk associated with the drug which we are consuming. And so this is the main aim of the pharmacovigilance, that to improve the patient care. How to improve patient care and safety in relation to the medicine and all the medical and paramedical intervention, to improve the public health, to improve the risk benefit assessment and the communication. Whenever we come to know that, like what WHO does, whenever we come to know that there is a pandemic situation in China with the medium of corona, so WHO is giving the alert warning to all over the world. That's how India is in the supreme position. They have invented each and every vaccine for the same. So that's all brief about the PV. Before I would invite to the next speaker, that is Hanifa. For more detail, you can join the PV diploma courses and PV exclusive courses. I will rejoin you in the career opportunities. So I may stop sharing and over to you, Hanifa, for the regulatory agencies thing.
Sure. Thank you so much, Doctor. Guys, are we all here? Shubham, Sindhu, Soumya, Sanjana, Satvika, Sakshi,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Juganta, Shreya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I need more yeses.
Yes, madam.
Anju, Anju,
Let
Pushpa?
me take
Yes,
these
ma'am.
names now. I will
All
take
right,
this.
great. Now, I will be just sharing my screen again.
So Gargi, what is the four words which are consist in the PV definition? Meanwhile, Hanifa is preparing for her. Gargi, can you answer?
Okay, anyone can answer.
Detection,
One was
assessment, understanding,
detection.
prevention. Assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse drug effects of a drug.
Awesome, awesome.
Thank you.
Now, guys, having understood the basics of pharmacovigilance, now imagine babies being born without limbs, as you've seen in the picture of thalidomide disaster. Guys, before I start my session, I always set some base for the session, okay? So before we dig into international regulation, can you recall the picture that you just saw on the slide? Thalidomide disaster, people being born without limbs, babies. That was not the only medicinal disaster that happened in the past. There were many more tragedies because of which people died. You might have heard about sulfanilamide tragedy. You might have heard about Vioxx, which is considered to be the world's largest drug recall in the history. So what I'm trying to say is that there were a lot of problems which were happening in the past because of the medications. Why? Because there were no international regulations set as such that would take care about the problems of the medications. The pharmacovigilance that you see as a full-fledged domain today, it was not like that before. Like, for example, when you have seen the time of thalidomide disaster, we did not have this full-fledged domain like that, like this, as we have right now. So there were a lot of problems that were happening because of the medications. People used to die, babies used to be born with congenital anomalies, and many more tragedies. Now, people throughout the world started thinking about it. The country started thinking, we cannot let people take the medications and babies be born with seed-like limbs. We cannot let people take the medicine and die. So there must be some regulations that takes care of all this stuff, all the problems that are happening because of the medications, which is why countries sat together and they decided that, no, we have to develop some rules and regulations and regulate everything related to the medications in this industry, which is why there comes this picture of international regulation. As the name itself says, international regulation is nothing but certain laws and certain rules and certain guidelines that help us understand how to take care and how to deal with the problems that are happening because of the medications. As you yourself said, that pharmacovigilance means detection, assessment, understanding, and then prevention of these associated adverse drug reactions. So we do have to understand how to prevent all of these problems happening because of the medication. So there have to be some regulations throughout the world. Now, when we talk about 2023, it's not only the international regulation. There are not only worldwide, internationally accepted faculties that we have, but every country does have their own regulatory authority that takes care about the problems that are happening because of the medications. So in this session, you will briefly get an idea about what international regulation means, why is international regulation required in PV, what are the challenges that they face, and we will also help you know some major regulatory authorities, which is the question that is posed in interview in most of the times. And then we will close the session with the conclusion, okay? Are we all together until here? All in? All with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
got the fact that
Yes,
why we
ma'am.
need to internationally regulate the medications, right? You got an idea about why we need to regulate the medications, right? Because there are a lot of problems that are happening because of the medication. So we need to be vigilant about that. That is why this word pharmacovigilance, we have to be very careful. We have to be vigilant about what is happening with the medications and how to prevent what is happening, okay? Now, as the pharmaceutical industries throughout the world are moving ahead towards being more and more competitive. You would have seen, guys, that today there is not just one pharma companies, there are a hell lot of pharmaceutical companies in the world, right? You have seen Pfizer, Cipla, Sanofi. Can you name some? Can you name some companies, pharmaceutical companies?
Pfizer.
Pharma.
Very good. Very good. More. You can name some Indian companies as well. Very good.
Apollo.
Apollo, very good.
Bayer.
Awesome. So you understand that there are a lot of these pharmaceutical industries in place right now, and there is a lot of competition between them. So regulatory agencies must be established in various countries across the globe to regulate these pharmaceutical companies. We cannot let them decide things on their own and let people die and let people have the adverse drug reactions of the medications. There has to be somebody who is being vigilant and who is making them answerable to what they are doing. So regulatory agencies and organizations play a vital role to meet the requirements of legal procedures related to the drug development processes in a country. In the present scenario, if you see, pharmaceuticals are considered as the most highly regulated industries worldwide. The regulatory bodies ensure that there are compliances in various legal and regulatory aspects of the drug. And today, like I mentioned, today we are in 2023. So every country has its own regulatory authority today, which is responsible to enforce the rules and regulations and issue the guidelines to regulate drug development, drug licensing, drug registration, manufacturing, marketing, and labeling. Everything related to the medication is controlled today. be that the price of the medication, how to distribute this medication, what should be the quality standards of the medication. Everything is pre-decided, guys. And unless and until a pharmaceutical company does not meet all those requirements, they do not get licensed to market those drugs. Okay, so this is the importance of international regulation. Now, there are some challenges, like, for example, if you talk about promoting public health and protect the public health from harmful and dubious drugs, it's not a very small thing, guys. It's about taking care of every damn thing about the medication. So it's one of the biggest challenges to promote public health and protect the public health from harmful and substandard or dubious drugs, to establish proper legalization covering all the products. Guys, when I say international regulation, it's not just about how the drug is to be manufactured. No, it's everything. How the drug was developed, whether it is safe, whether it's efficacious, is it really working for what it is supposed to work? So everything for the medication has to be taken care about all the products with a medicinal claim and all the relevant pharmaceutical companies, whether carried out by public or any private sector. Plus, to increase the worldwide regulatory growth to ensure the safety of the people. Now, guys, this is one of the most important slide in my presentation, because this is the question that's posed in interviews. Like, for example, after you have taken a certification from the Curio and now you have made your CV and you are ready for the interview. In your interview, you may be asked about the regulatory authorities. Understand the fact that there are some regulatory authorities which are international. That means they're internationally accepted. It's not just that in the regulatory authority is meant for India or it's only for Australia. No, those guidelines are followed throughout the world. For example, ICH, International Conference on the Harmonization of Technical Requirements for the Pharmaceutical Use. One is WHO. You might have heard it from when you were kids. And then there is SIOMS. These are the examples of some international regulatory authorities. And when we talk about the regulatory authorities of a particular country, if you see my slide, you will see that I have only mentioned a few. These are called as key regulatory authorities. For example, when you decide a career in PV, these are the regulatory authorities mostly that you will come across, okay? Which is why these are the only important ones that are put here. Here we are just giving you the introduction, and in our courses later, you will get an idea about the detailed description of all these regulatory authorities. For example, for USA, you would have heard FDA. Can you tell me what is the regulatory authority for India? Guys, it's in front of you on the slide. You just have to read it.
CDSCO.
Very good. Intelligent, guys. Shraddha, are you there? Bharat? Prince? Oh, we have a Prince in the session. Prince, are you there? Are you listening to us? Lost Prince. Okay, Shreya, Sakshi, Satwika, Sanjana Rathore. Shreya, are you there? Shubham, Soumya? Vandana, are you there? Uday? Krishna? Milan, are you there?
ma'am.
Okay, great. Hadia? Can you hear us? Debajyoti?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Awesome. Guys, so now, yes, you correctly mentioned for India, we have CDSCO. For UK, we have a regulatory agency. Do they have a regulatory agency? Oh, of course, yes. It's called as MHRA, Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency. In Australia, they have TGA, which is called as Therapeutic Goods Administration. And in India, we have CDSCO. In Canada, it's Health Canada. In Europe, do they have one? Of course, it's Europe. It must have its own regulatory authority. It's called as EMEA, European Medicine Agency. In Japan, they have PMDA, Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Agency. And USA, you might have, if you are from pharma background, I'm sure you would have already read this in your courses, US FDA. These are some key regulatory authorities. Understand, these are international and then local that belong to a particular country. Now, if we conclude this session, if we try to understand the importance of these key regulatory authorities, can anybody sum up what is the importance of this international regulation? What do they do? Come on, anybody.
To take care of the safety of medicines in general population.
Awesome. Thank you so much, dear. Anyone else? Alicia Khan, Aftab? Are you there? Do we have you?
Frame the policies, ma'am.
Awesome. You guys are awesome. Such an amazing audience. Bhavika, are you there?
Ma'am, to set the guidelines.
Amazing. Awesome, guys. You're getting prepared for the interviews. Very good. Prince, are you there? Prince is lost. Sanjana, are you there? Sindhu? Shubham?
Yes,
So we are
ma'am.
getting comments on chat box as well that
Oh.
check the
People are writing
efficacy.
on chat also. Wow, awesome. Monitoring and drug development, regulatory affairs. Awesome. Guys, if you choose a career in regulatory affairs or pharmacovigilance or healthcare, these are the courses that will help you, okay? These are going to add values to your resume. Now, in conclusion, we may decide that these regulatory authorities basically help in monitoring the safety, quality, and efficacy of medications as well as medical devices. And then they also harmonize legal procedures which are related to the drug development, monitoring, and also they ensure the compliance. For example, if you're doing anything related to the drug, you're manufacturing a drug in India, you have to be compliant with the obligations that you have as per CDSCO if you're doing it in India. Okay, if you want to import your drug to USA, export your drug to USA, you will have to comply not only by the rules of CDSCO because you're manufacturing the drug here, you will also have to take care about the rules and regulations as per the FDA to meet the requirements that they have in USA. Then only you can export your drug to that particular market. So these are the international guidelines that help us understand how and when to do all of this. Did you get a brief idea about the international regulation and why it is important? This was just a trailer, guys. You will get to know more in the courses, okay? Over to you, Ashish. Thank you.
Can you stop sharing, Hanifa?
Sure.
So guys, now I am going to cover the most awaited thing, like what is the career, what is the
Yeah.
career option.
Guys, all of you are here to understand why should you do these courses, right? Will they really help you or not? So you will understand it now.
So
What are
guys,
the career
now
opportunities?
I am covering what is the career opportunities and how Curio is going to help you out. So first you need to understand so that why we do work. So we work because we want to get financial stability, we want to get recognized socially and get affirmations from our loved ones, to earn respect in the society, utilizing the skills and learning the more from the society, and last is the job satisfaction. So that is the major reasons. That's why we do our jobs. Okay. So, and when we are talking about jobs, so how can we assure these? By understanding the future prospects of your job profile, by acquiring the right skill set and for your job, by connecting to the right people and at right time, and becoming aware from your surrounding, and by taking a smart move. Okay, it is not just what you want to know, you are getting. Like if you want to get financial stability and you are getting money from your job, but you do not know nothing about that, so that is again not adding value in your career, because you just doing the repetitive work, you are just doing the monotonous kind of thing. So you should be aware and you need to take a smart move at every interval of time. Okay, so
Ashish, 1 second here. Guys, so when we talk about these smart moves, I'm sure most of you would have already completed your graduation and would be looking for the careers. It's very important for you to understand what is the smart move. Guys, you have the option to go in research and development. You have an option to go into this manufacturing. You have the option to go into PV. But before you go into all of this, you must know and understand what would be the future prospects. What is the money that you're getting? What's the time that you're investing, right? So which is why you will get an idea when we do these courses in detail, you will get an idea what is the skill set that you will be adding to yourself when we learn these courses. And that will give you an idea about how to take these smart moves when you're deciding what career to choose, okay? Over to you, Ashish.
Yeah, like we need to understand what is the financial potential of our job, because you have many friends which are who are doing jobs in production, and they are giving more than 13 14 hours, but they are getting very minimal salaries. Here in corporate world, we are getting have to give 9 hours or 8 hours in the floor, and they are giving handsome packages. So decision is yours. You have to take the traditional approach, or you have to take a smart move towards your career. What is the working hours for your job? What is the timelines? Either it is like 10 days, 15 days, or you have month for doing your jobs. Okay, what learning you are getting? Not only that, you are doing your job, either you are learning something new from your job or not. If it is not adding value in your career, then you need to take again some smart move. You need to get some more learning. And also every job have certain challenges, so you need to take care of the challenges, and you should know the skill for overcoming those challenges as well. Okay, so when we are talking about the life science domains, Curio is giving you the certification courses in these life science domains, like pharmacovigilance, medical writing, clinical research, clinical data management, regulatory affairs, and many more are up to the line. And there are some new domains in the life sciences, that is market research, health economics, pairs, signal detection, and aggregate reporting. Okay, so you all have these opportunities in upcoming years, because many of us, we do not know what is pairs, what is health economics, what is market research. All the pharma graduate students, the industries are looking for the freshers, industry is looking for, and they are paying like awesome salaries, and like even they are getting 30-40% hikes every year, which is very minimal in the traditional job. Okay, we are getting 5 to 10 2%, 5%, 10% in like traditional jobs. So these are the new domains in the healthcare, for which Curio is again like about to come in these domain as well. But right now we are serving in these domains, which is already established by us, and we are providing courses in these domains. So I request you all, up to your whatever your choice of career, you can join any of the courses. Okay, like now it is an open forum for you all, whatever the questions you have. So last is the success mantra before I would go to the Q&A session. So success mantra is that you have to take an informed decision about your career. Okay, like what I told, in which domain you want to serve, you need to avail the certification according to that, and whatever you saw, you will reap the same. Okay, and learn from the others experience, like what mistake I have done. I do not want you people do the same mistake for like 4 to 5 years, and then you will come to know there is a domain called PV, there is a domain called market research. We need to now focus on that, because it is a very high paying job. No, so learn from our experience, learn from the whatever the trainers in the Curio, from their experience, and get trained by the recruiter, because we are the person who are serving in the industry as well, and we are giving you as a guidance from our real world experience, that what kind of challenges and a candidate is facing during their interview, or what kind of skill set we are looking for when we are interviewing a person. Okay, and know exactly what you want from your career, whether you want money, whether you want learning, what you want. Okay, so I guess that's all from my end. Now it is an open forum for questions, so I will stop sharing from my end as well, and it is an open forum now.
Guys, now you can shoot the questions if you have.
I guess one question was there in the starting. Let me take that. What is that? Uh, it is like I would like to ask both you, what career options in the PV industry for fresher pharma graduates, and how they can start their career in PV. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes, Ashish ji. So I asked this question to both of you, as as a fresher. You can understand that how they have the questions in their mind, like what are the career
Right,
options
right.
you have just covered, and how they can start their career in PV, and what are the skills they need to get into the PV. So, and
Okay.
there are other two questions. Yeah, please, if you can, yeah, please.
So
Go ahead.
thank you, Dr. Jeet, for adding these comments. So actually, what is the irony of our current education system is that it is again outdated kind of thing. That's why we are in the market, because we are giving the skill set which is required for the industry. Okay, if colleges, or when we are doing pharmacy, B pharmacy or M pharmacy, if our colleges providing me these kind of certification courses, why should we looking for these opportunities in the market? Okay, so that is the irony actually, that we are not getting these skill set during the or M pharmacy and B pharmacy. So we are the people from the industry. So when you are talking about which kind of career for the fresher in the PV. So fresher people basically who are from B farm, M farm, they are very welcomed in the PV industry. They can join as a fresher, and industry provide the training to them, like you just required B pharmacy degree or any life science graduate degree. They can also come up, but the life science graduate need to had some additional kind of diploma or certification courses, which Curio is helping on that. So you can welcome with the very good packages in the industry. I will want to reveal as well that nowadays trend is change, and even because instead of hiring experienced people, industry looking for the freshers, because they are the more cheaper for industry. But even for freshers, they are like in the both hand, they have good packages as well, and they have job as well. So when we are talking about the packages, they are ranging about the 5 lakh to 3 lakh to 5 lakh of the package for fresher, which is very handsome package without any experience. You just need to have basic understanding of PV, being a life science graduate, and Curio is helping on that. Someone also asked what kind of skill set is Curio is setting.
Yes,
Like
Ashish, I will talk about the skill set,
yes,
if you may
please.
allow me. So, guys, when we talk about skill set, everyone, whosoever wants to have a career, must have soft skills. But is that the only thing that is required? No. We also need to have knowledge at the same time. So that knowledge part would be taken care by Curio, because our courses are curated in a way that you are equipped with the knowledge that is being required for you to choose a career, right? And then when we talk about skill sets, you may work on that yourself. When we talk about soft skills, it also covers your communication, which is not taken care by us. You will have to take care of that yourself. You need to groom yourself up as an individual to fit in the industry as such. Like I mentioned, that soft skill is not the only thing. If you have nice communication, but you do not have the knowledge, you do not know what to talk about, and you do not know how to process a case, you do not know what exactly to do because you lack the knowledge. So knowledge part would be taken care by us at Curio. We will equip you with the knowledge that is required to get set into any of the established careers, as Ashish showed you on the slide. Whether you want to go into medical writing, you want to go in PV, we will equip you with the knowledge. Plus, you continuously need to keep grooming yourself up as well. Improve your writing skills, improve your reading skills, improve your email communication, improve your communication in general. And then, is there any more question, Ashish?
Hanifa, I would like to add to this, as
Yes,
she
please.
said very nicely, we are covering all the knowledge part, but as well as along with the knowledge part, we are covering all the skill parts also, right? So along with all the courses, all the training courses, all the industrial training courses, we are providing free of cost. I mean, the additional complementary skill developments in all the courses, that is email writing, covering letter writing, reference writing, or
Is it,
communication
Dr. Ajit?
skills.
That is
That's
awesome.
Yes. So with all the, if you are choosing any professional course like either executive certificate or executive diploma, these all will come complimentary to you. So don't worry about that. That is also there. We have and a lot of mock interviews are there. A lot of tests are there for you. Test series are there for you. So you can learn additionally, and you don't have to go anywhere else.
That is amazing. Does that answer your question, guys?
Yeah, someone has asked like, can academician can do this, come to this industry? So I would like to add, yes, like Curio is providing definite training like initial hands holding as well. And as Dr. Ajit just says, we are providing an industrial training, so you will get the full knowledge of how PV industry is working, how a corporate industry is working, not only PV, even medical writing or any other domain like market research or pairs you want to go for that. So academic people can, they have like in the situation that they are have in win-win situation. If we why? Because we, from my personal experience, I would say if you do not want to join PV industry, you can go and you can just check what PV is doing, how it is evolving, and get some learning. If it is your cup of tea, you can take it. If it is not, you can come back to the academic as well. So it is a win-win situation that you can say, you can see what is PV industry is doing, you can learn from there. If it is good for you, you can welcome in that industry. If you feel that sometime it happens that people feel that because as PV is paying good, so they are also the expectation from the people who are joining the PV industry is also high, because that is a 9-hour job and teaching is 6 hours job. So that kind of comparison people may do. But yes, if we come to know overall satisfaction, PV will, I guess both the job have satisfaction, but it depends on your cup of tea which you want to take. And some more questions are there. What
Yes,
skill sets?
there is a question asking if I have done my M Pharma in a particular field like chemistry or stuff like that. So can I get into PV? And if yes, what is the skill set that we need? So let me tell you very honestly, the education system that we have in India is very, very traditional. So what is being taught in school is not what you actually have to take on the platter when you actually work in the industry.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter whether you have done your M Pharma from pharmacology or from hospital pharmacy or chemistry or any field. This skill set is definitely required by everyone. Like I mentioned, because what we are taught in schools is not exactly what is needed in the industry. So everyone basically needs it. Doesn't matter what field you have done your MPharm from, right? You need to know PV, you need to know medical writing, you need to know aggregate reporting, or whichever career you want to choose, you need to know that. Right, Dr. Ajit?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Even I
Additional
want to add
knowledge.
that
Yes,
I am from chemistry background, but from
Yes.
last 12 years I am serving from to PV industry. So that is the best example in front of you. So like Hanifa told or Dr. Ajit told that the branch of M pharmacy, because nowadays what happens, and even trend is changing. People are doing B pharmacy and taking these certification courses from us, and they are just coming into the market, and they are just earning the handsome money. They are skipping M pharmacy, and even instead of M pharmacy, they are looking for the MBA. I guess very soon Curio is looking for that courses as well.
Yes.
Guys,
And
we are
guys,
trying to make Curio one stop shop for everything. You should be able to get everything that you need here, right,
and
Dr. Ajit?
within 2 weeks
One stop solution.
you will get a lot of courses on pharmacovigilance. We are making the pharmacovigilance as our major part of trainings. You will get all hands-on trainings and short courses on medra, pharmacovigilance, international regulations, and a lot. Okay, so you will get everything about pharmacovigilance. We are making it a very, very what we say specialized area in Curio. Okay.
So there
And
is one more
guys,
question. There is
one more thing I
question.
want to add, Aziz bhai, one more thing I want to add here. See, you can see how strict our mentors are. You will see, a few more mentors, and they are very strict. Who will be, teaching you the pharmacovigilance, who will be, giving you the knowledge about the industry. See, Miss Hanifa is there, Mr. Assis is there, and how strict they are. They are taking your attendance. They are asking you a lot of questions. They are asking your presence if you are in or not. So we are not just leaving you just as you come for the certificates and take it and go, right? We are here to teach you. We will take your attendance. We will ask you the questions. If you are not interacting, we will interact you. Okay, we will interact with you in the sessions.
If
Don't
you
worry
don't
about
kill us,
it.
we'll kill you.
Yes.
Tanvi has a
Hanifa
question.
madam.
Pharmacovigilance jobs.
Hanifa madam.
Yes, dear.
I just have one. It is not a question. You had given example of thalidomide for origin of this means pharmacovigilance. What were the other examples that I forgot actually? One sulfonamide you said.
I said one about sulfanilamide.
Okay. So if you can
Revox.
just brief about
One was
briefly about
Vioxx.
so both the examples, if you can just brief me about that, it will be
Not brief.
Thank
We
you.
will give you all this in detail, dear.
Yes.
Okay,
Why
okay,
not?
fine. Yeah,
Yes.
okay,
We
okay.
have all these
Okay.
things.
I
Okay.
told you that today's session was just a webinar. It was just a trailer.
This
All
is
of this
just the
would be
introduction.
explained to you in a detail. Do not
And
worry.
all the international regulations also you will get in details.
So someone asked whether hospital people can
Okay,
join.
thank
Yeah, I was coming to that question. Tanvi, you have asked a question whether pharmacovigilance jobs have better scope in hospitals or companies. Like Ashish mentioned, you have to always take a smart move. If we talk about hospitals, you're not paid as much as the corporate or the companies pay in today's era. Is that correct, Ashish?
Yes, adding to that as well, like now also hospitals are enrolling these PVPI programs. I am also knowing that PVPI program which is running in India, and hospital is actively enrolling in that program. So you can come to know what is PV is how much potential PV is right now, because it is like doing the blast kind of thing in the life science industry. And not only blast, the hospitals are actively introducing them in PVPI. I guess Dr. Jeet have some example on that, if he can add on.
Yeah, see, definitely, hospitals, nowadays are, Pharmacovigilance Program of India, or if I say this PCI, Pharmacopoeia Commission of India, they have the very vast program on the ADR reportings and casualty assessment and signal detection. So they have their own, setup where they are giving the colleges and hospitals their ADR monitoring center, right? So there is a big role for the people, for the healthcare people, healthcare professionals, healthcare students, and they can work there. And I have this question also. I think you missed out that question. uh, uh,
What is the difference between ATR and ADE, and what is the causality assessment,
no,
right,
no,
Ajit?
no. I read a question here. Very
So
whether how
Well,
PharmDs can involve in the pharmacovigilance. What is the
yes.
PharmDs? Okay, so guys, PharmDs have the best knowledge. Literally, let me tell you, you have the best knowledge of medical terminology. You are working with the patients. You know how to get the signals. You know how to get the ADRs, how to find the ADRs, how to report the ADR. This is your curriculum. Okay, this is your curriculum. So you are the best people to go to the pharmacovigilance. You can
Correct.
start your career. You can start your career even from the 5th year. Okay, when you are going to the ward rounds, you are going to the ward duties, you can get it. Okay, and you can do it. And every big hospital and big colleges are the ADR monitoring center, ADR reporting center from PVPI or Pharmacopoeia Commission of India. So you can be a part of, and you can learn pharmacovigilance from there, and you can just add some value from outside courses, and you can directly enter to the PVP, the pharmacovigilance programs or pharmacovigilance companies, or wherever you want to start your career in pharmacovigilance. So this is a wonderful area, and you can start very easily because you are learning it from the basics from your 5th year only. And internship is the whole thing where you can work on the ADR reporting, ADR monitoring, signal detections, and how to fill the forms, how to get the things done in pharmacovigilance, right? So it is very important because you are working with the patients, you are working on the prescriptions. So that's very important. Okay.
Correct. Anju has a question. Where do we get jobs with the knowledge of international regulation? Anju, like we already mentioned, it's required whether you choose a career in regulatory affairs or even in PV. I'm considering medical writing, scientific writing, aggregate reporting, signal detection, all of that as a subset of PV. So I'm considering PV as a general term. So whether you choose a career in PV or you choose a career in regulatory affairs, you must be aware about the international regulation.
Absolutely.
Just to add on, like Anju, if you are preparing any aggregate report and you do not know where you have to submit that report, because without the knowledge of international regulatory bodies, how will you get approach towards the industry, and how will you go for that regulatory approval kind of thing, because you do not know for which regulatory authority I have to submit my ADR report or my aggregate report. So that's how international regulatory bodies play a crucial role in the industry. And when we are talking about the hospital in the enroll of the PV program, so I have seen that right now 900 plus hospitals in India who are enrolled in the PVPI program currently, and they are serving PV.
Correct.
Yes.
Ashish and Ajit, Hadi also has a question about what is causality assessment and what is the difference between ADR and ADE.
That
Again,
casualty
these are
assessment,
very specific questions that will be
it's a
taken
big deal.
care in the
I mean,
covers.
big deal to tackle here right now because this is very technical questions, and we
Yes.
can, if we start talking about it, will take a lot of time and need the special PPTs also to tell. So
Plus,
this will
we
be,
want to give them full knowledge. It's not
this
that
will
we
be
left them
covered.
with
This
some
will be covered in
confusions.
our
Yes.
courses. And casualty assessment, I think we are coming up with a very short course on casualty assessment, especially.
Causality assessment, yes.
Yes.
MRs will cover it, right?
Yes,
Medical
yes.
numbers. Fadia, your questions would be answered and you would be
Soon, very
perfectly
soon.
knowing all of this.
Very soon, yes. I hope Alisha Khan, your question is answered about the family students, right? Anyone else? Other questions?
I think we have answered all the questions so far. Is there
Great. If
anybody
you
else
have
with a
any
question?
other questions, guys, please ask.
Yeah, even you can unmute yourself and you can speak up.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
please. We would love that.
And guys, don't worry. What we say, this journey has just started, and you will get a lot of new things to learn about all the domains. And please visit our website, our LinkedIn page of Curio, our Instagram page of Curio. So, and this, even these recordings of this webinar, will be set for you after an hour, of this webinar. So my team will just add it and keep it there. And you have the group as well, the WhatsApp group. If you have queries, please ask there. Don't hesitate. We are there to answer you. Okay.
Guys, by the end of the courses, you should be able to say, yes, we are ready to face any sort of interview in any of the domains. That is our promise.
So one question is there: what is the government thought? I guess he want to
Opportunities.
say opportunities
Opportunity
for
for
pharmacovigilance.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, as I told you that PVPI program of India is running in the India. So
India.
there is an opportunity like senior technical associate and technical associate kind of thing they are hiring, and they are as I told, 900 plus hospitals are there. So they require technical associate for each these locations. So
Yes.
right now, if I consider only one technical associate is required in these hospitals, so right now we have 900 plus openings for you all, okay, in as a part of government job.
Yes. Yes. Please visit the PCI website, Pharmacopoeia Commission of India, and DCGI website. You will get all those. They are they all almost the hiring is already always going on. They hire the PV Associate 1, PV Associate 2, and data entry operators. As Mr. Ashish told, there are multiple vacancies for the on the contract basis and on the permanent basis also. Technical assistants are permanent, and these associates are the temporary basis. Okay, contract basis. So you will get a lot of government jobs in that. Don't worry about that.
Even for starting, Dr. Ji, that is actually very good because you will get knowledge, and they are paying like
Absolutely.
35,000 for that job as well.
Yeah,
So it is again
absolutely.
very good.
Absolutely. PCI pays a lot. PCI pays a good amount, handsome amount. Yes. PCI here is not the Pharmacy Council of India, guys. PCI here is Pharmacopoeia Commission of India. Okay. Just remember that.
So like other question is there. So what you are saying, what we will do for this, sir? So that we have the career guidance option in our courses as well. When you come
Yes.
up there, we will guide you in that in detail.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Guys, is there anything else that we can do for you today?
Yes, IPC. Okay. Okay.
Because
Yes.
we still have like 35 or for 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
That's
No,
okay.
20
I mean, if
minutes.
they have the questions, we are here. And if they don't have the questions, no problem. They can share with us later also. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Guys, so it's up to you totally. Okay, let me share this. I got the IPC website. Okay, the Pharmacopoeia Commission of India here. You can just go there. You can just explore it. You will get all the latest drugs, all the latest descriptions, all the latest restrictions on the drugs, and the jobs, careers you will get on this website. Okay.
Correct.
So there is one question after B Pharmacy where we have to apply for PV. So
You guys are
yes,
the best to answer this.
so yes, like for this, you can apply anywhere, but you need to, as Hanifa and Dr. Jeet say, that every industry, every job have certain skill set required. So for
Yeah.
that you need to gain the skill set. We are not saying you come up to Curio, but it is open for Curio as well. You can come up to Curio, and it is
Anywhere.
if you have that skill set in with you, you can go. If you know the what database is required for that PV organization, what kind of coding is required, okay, you can directly jump up to the field of PV. If you need to grab that skill set, you can come up to any of the institutes which are who are running these courses, and you
Yes.
can get the certain skill set, and then we will guide you that, because we have industrial training as well, so we will give you the what hands-on the kind of thing, and real corporate exposure kind of thing.
Yeah. So guys, absolutely, as Ashish said, you don't have to come to Curio only. There are many institutions who are providing, but you have to choose which one is, like Curio is famous. Curio is known for the economic cost. Our courses, you must have seen, 6 months course, diploma course is just 4,000, 3,500.
Reasonable at best.
And the 4 month course is a 3,500. So just it is up to you, and the quality trainings and quality learnings who provides, it is up to you where you want to go. We don't force anyone. We are even suggesting you must add to your CV. You must add the value wherever you get it. Okay, you just get it from anywhere. It doesn't matter if you get it from Curio, CleMed, or somewhere else. Okay, it doesn't matter, but you have to see like what are the things, what are these people providing, how we are providing. So quality, end-to-end engagement, your personalized trainings and all, mock interviews and all, lot of things are there. So you just have to,
Soft skills.
yeah, you just have to add on to your CV, like how much you can add. That's important, guys, at the end. Okay.
So there is one question, like if we have the
Stuff, yeah.
theory kind of thing, so theory knowledge, so we can get practical knowledge as well. So as I told you, that is actually the irony of our uh, education system, Anju. So because whatever we read is not implemented at that real world, because you have written in you have learned Pythagoras theorem in math, where you are implementing right now, nowhere. Okay, so that's how, that is the best example which I quote. So whatever the theory which we are learning, we do not know how to implement it. We know
So,
that it is there, that causality would be possible, causality will be probable, but how to implement that you should not know until or unless you have that practical approach.
Anju
absolutely.
is asking, will the industries train us practically till we get into it briefly? Anju, to answer your question, first of all, we would be giving you a brief demo about all these databases and this practical aspect in our Curio courses. And number two, yes, when you get enrolled in a particular industry, in a particular company, when you get a job, yes, they do provide you this training. This is provided to you in the beginning. Unless and until they don't train you, how will you start working for them? So this would be done there as well as here in Curio.
Yeah. Which one has better importance for resume purpose, research or review articles? That is out of the box question, but I would like to answer, Tanvi. You must have the publication skills, whether it is a review paper, research paper, it really doesn't matter at the end. But if you are doing
Dr.
research
Ajit
and
knows
publishing,
that the best.
yeah, so if you are publishing the research paper, that means you have done the research and you know the entire methodology. How did you do? How did you get the ethical approval? How did you fill the forms? How did you interact with the patients? That's important. Okay, but at the end, when it comes to the publication, whether it is research or review paper, you must know how to write it, how to write the manuscript, how to get through the plagiarism, how to get through the journal selection and all. So it is, it doesn't matter much until unless you are publishing a good article as the first author or corresponding. It's not like your friend is publishing and you are putting your name at any place. It doesn't, it matters a lot. So you have to publish it as a first author or the corresponding author. Then it shows that, okay, you have done the work. Right, Tanvi?
Correct. Safia
Yeah,
is also asking
thank
whether
you.
there are any internships available related to PV.
Yes, we are coming up with the internship, personalized internships as well.
Yes. We told you this is one-stop solution for all your issues, Safia.
Absolutely. And guys, frankly, if I tell you, you can start learning from PVPI Program of India. There are multiple free webinars and free short courses on PV. Okay, I'll not tell you that you just come to Curio and start learning directly. To make your base, just go to the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission website. You will get a lot of things to learn there. Just to start your learnings, just to make your base. Okay, just go there, learn, and then We are here to extend your knowledge. We are here to, make it comprehensive with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, under skill development program, they are running many certification courses free of cost. So
Yes.
you can grab those courses as well.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
Fauzia has asked like coding skill is also required in PV. So yes, there are certain dictionaries for which coding skill is required, Fauzia. So we require coding. It is not ICD coding, but it is yes some certain dictionary which is
Certain
used in the
dictionaries,
PV.
like
That
Medra.
kind of that coding is required.
Yes. See, we are not here to misguide you like, oh, you should, if you are not coming to Curio, you will not get the knowledge, you will not get the learnings. Okay. We are telling, go to the PVPI, make your base, make your interest, and then come to us. We will comprehend your knowledge. Okay. We will get you trained for the industry. That's how we say, right? Okay. Then there are some more courses. Anything else, guys, to ask? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the wonderful questions. Thank you. Any other questions for us, guys? Or we can
Before we
wind up.
all leave, Dr. Ajit, we really thank you for coordinating the session so very nicely. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you,
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
to the all participant, and thank you, Dr. Ajit and Hanifa, for the
Thank you,
wonderful.
Thank
guys.
you,
So
everyone.
I would like to ask all of you to open the cameras if you can. We will just I'll tell my team to take a picture so we can post on the LinkedIn. Is it okay, guys? Fine with you?
Wow,
Just
the
smile,
Dwanil was
smile,
the
guys.
first
Smile,
one,
guys.
and then Juganta.
Smile. Yes. Yes, guys. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Perfectly fine, guys. Please give a smile. Give a nice smile. Okay. Give a nice
Come
smile.
on, cheese.
Yeah. We can take a picture of all of you and then we can post it. Okay, guys. So thank you very much again for joining this. And this journey has just started. There are 8 more webinars. Lot
It
of
is
other
so nice.
yes.
Dr. Ajit, you asked them to turn on the cameras. It's so nice to see that, yeah, they're
Thank
very seriously
you.
attending
Thank
these
you.
sessions. Syed
Thank
is
you.
laughing. Uday is also in a good mood. Aftab, I can see, very happy.
Aftab is our
Dr. Nagarjun.
yes, Aftab is our very curious student. Every time I see everywhere, he's learning from us all the courses, and he's very happy and very enthusiastic student.
Sanjana,
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
My
Sanjana
favorite
it was so
student,
nice
Aftab.
to see Sanjana for a very short period of time and then she
Thank you,
left.
sir, and thank you, madam.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Like
you.
Juganta is also there, and so many.
Yes, yes.
What is yes?
Okay, Hanifa and Assis, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for
Thank you,
Thank you,
thank you,
and
guys.
Adi.
Bye.
I
Thank you,
love
sir.
this session. Thank you, guys, everyone.
Thank you so
Take care,
much.
guys. Take care.
Bye-bye. Take care,
Have a good
everyone. Good
day.
day ahead.
Have a good day and have a good weekend, guys. Bye bye. See
Thank
you.
you so much, Ajit and Ashish. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.